We're at the Lost Sea Adventure Caverns. It is the largest undersea lake in the United States and the second largest undersea lake in the world. They have actually not mapped out the whole thing. So far they know of about 13 acres, but it's too dark and they haven't figured out how much it is in total. But we are here, it is beautiful. Look how pretty this is. We are excited to go see this underwater lake. You come in and they have this open welcome desk and you go down there. That's where we're gonna go. There is some of the largest rainbow trout in the world in this lake and you're not allowed to fish it. There's all kinds of fossils down there too. You always need some basic rules. This one's the most important one. Stick to your ticket so I can't lose it in the next 10 minutes. Where are we going, Taryn?
In the cave.
In a cave.
In the cave.
We love going in caves.
Who has y'all's tickets?
I bet. It's a long entrance.
Now we do have some rules. They're here on the wall. It says 1, please stay on the trail.
First cave entrance. Hold on tightly. It does feel like it's wobbly. There's little green plants growing down there.
Now the ones on the floor that kind of look like little pebbles or rocks, those are stalagmites. They might grow tall one day.
Yeah. There's cave bacon over there.
Those cool little guys, I forgot what they were called, are only in 8 caves around the world. How cool is that? The thing that I pointed out that I didn't know the name of, that's only in like 8 caves in the whole world, and so that makes this an official historical something whatsoever, it's an anthrodite.
But they'd come down here and they'd scoop up bags upon bags of the cave's dirt. Then they'd pour it into this leaching vat up top. Then they'd pour boiling water on top of that, and it would dissolve the potassium nitrate into the sand. This would create a liquid known as mother's liquor, and they'd send it off to refineries to be mixed with potash lime, boiled some more, turned into saltpeter crystals, which was then turned into gunpowder for war.
There it is, 1863. And you have some other lovely graffiti back there from people. Apparently Dennis Ray Belcher from 1965 wanted us to know he was here. He might still be alive. We should go find him. Oh. They had better handwriting back then.
Who?
They just had better handwriting than we do these days. Oh, this opens up into a big open area.
There's no water flowing around here.
These are old supplies from the Cold War where they stacked this cave full of 20,000 pounds of food and boxes and supplies for the Cold War. How cool is that? Don't eat those crackers, they'll be really stale. And then that big hole right there is the natural entrance. Are you going to see good things when you look down the devil's hole?
Yep.
Which hole is it?
That one.
His pie hole?
Oh wow. What'd you say? That's so cool.
And it just keeps going. How cool is that?
Wow.
It's one of the only naturally occurring springs in the cave. And it feeds into the lake. How cool is that? Wow. So then it comes out over here. It goes down. Okay, now we're going to come over here to this lovely old still, the distillery from the 1920s. They had a bar. It was called the Tavern. And the people would come down here and they would get drunk. And so they just kept drinking and drinking and drinking. But because of the pressure of the cave, they wouldn't get drunk. And they actually thought that they were being sold like fake alcohol. And then when they would start to climb up out of the cave and out of the pressure, then they would get drunk very quickly and it would hit them really fast. And people would faint and fall down the stairs, and they would like fall asleep on the stairs, and it actually became like a hazard. And so they had to close the tavern cavern. Oh, here it is. Oh, you can't see it. That's all water. I'm gonna have to pull out my camera. Here's the lake. How cool is that?
Just a few little rules to go over before we begin our voyage. First, it's freezing cold. I promise you don't want to hike out of here freezing cold and wet. Now, as you board the boat, please go all the way to the end and have a seat. Do not stand up during any time of the boat ride, as you will freak everybody else out.
I don't think I can see anything.
Lake. Now this lake room is the biggest room in our cave, being roughly about 800 feet long, about 220 feet wide, and 65 feet tall, not including where the water sits. Now that water does get deep. Deepest point is going to be the bottom. It's about 75 feet though.
Taryn's gonna touch the bear paw.
I'm gonna touch the bear paw.
Oh, good job. Good job. How was it? Do you feel all of your good luck coming?
Sure.
How long do you have good luck for?
A week.
A week. I already got the cave's kiss for 3 times, so I'm looking at 3 years of good luck. I'm excited. Like the tunnel for Space Mountain. Time to exit. That was a pretty good tour. I found it funny, informative, fairly short. It's about an hour tour. The exercise is fantastic, climbing out of there. And you get to see something really cool. What was your favorite part?
Seeing all the fish in the lake.
Seeing all the fish in the lake.
The non-native fish.
How many times do they feed those fish?
Like 60 times a day.
60 times a day, yes they do.
Every time they take a tour group down, they feed the fish.
They do. Why did they stick them in there?
To tag them and see where they went. Except because they feed them every day, they don't go anywhere.
When he put the food to the fish and they all came swarming, and it kind of was really surprising.
Yeah.
But the water was really pretty.
The water was really cool.